What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Creme de la Creme, Creme de la Hala. Back at home here, chilling outside by the car garage and making this little video for you guys. This is going to pretty much be my prediction for this year, since I'm going to pretty much be at pretty much all these games, or at most of all these games. You never know when something may pop up, and pretty much I won't be able to attend, but most definitely will be at least 90% of all these games this season. And I wanted to give not only my personal opinion on what the opposing teams are and what kind of threat they are to us, and of course the prediction of the season, wins and losses. Very first off the bat, we have the 4 preseason games, which to me the 4 preseason games are more like an audition game for the new members that are trying out and trying to make the team. Anyone that's trying to come in and earn a spot on this 53-man roster pretty much is going to have to audition pretty much live on those 4 games. And we have Minnesota, the Chargers, the New York Jets, and the Miami Dolphins. Pretty much the top 2 teams, pretty good. The Jets, and the Miami, please. So pretty much it's going to get easier as you go. You'll be able to see some good plays here and there from a lot of players. A lot of all the teams like to come here to New Orleans and pick at whatever we let go. So expect a lot of Philadelphia Eagles. They do that around Carolina Panthers and Falcons. They like doing that. So expect that to happen anyway. But we will definitely have the strongest 53-man roster in the NFL this season. We're going to be starting off the regular season this year with the Houston Texans. And Houston Texans with Deshaun Watson. Deshaun Watson is great. J.J. Watt is great. Defensive linebacker, and he's almost like a football Swiss knife. He can play. He's great. He's a great football player. But not enough for my Saints. So that off the bat's going to be the first win of the season, and that's going to be a home game. That's going to be here, so we're not going to be traveling nowhere. But next, we are going to the revenge game, the game that we all been waiting for all season long against the Rams in Week 2, and that's going to be in L.A. So that's going to be especially enjoyable for us to be able to beat them in their fucking home, just like they came over here and stole the opportunity from us to go in playing the Patriots in the Super Bowl. And I'm really still pissed off about that, because honestly, we would have given the Patriots a way better game that the freaking Rams did this season, last season. Then we're gonna have Seattle, and that's going to be an away game. It's going to be over at Seattle. And when we play Seattle, obviously, you got Russell Wilson. You got one of the best corners in the game in Seattle. So that's going to be a pretty good game, pretty good matchup. But I still also see us pulling that win. So that'll be 3. We'll be starting off the season 3-0. Then week number 4, Dallas. Dallas is great defensive, good offensive. They're a pretty good offensive team, but they're not a high-scoring offense. And right now, with the issues that they have going on in Dallas, with Ezekiel Elliott not showing up pretty much in practice, and pretty much won't show up to play at all if he doesn't get a new contract, that's going to make them a way weaker team. No matter what anybody says, no matter what Jerry Jones says, or anybody else says, if Dallas does not get this done, if Jerry does not get this done before the season starts, they will be signing their own doom. I picked Dallas to beat the Philadelphia Eagles and to win the NFC East. But if they do not have Ezekiel Elliott, they will not be that effective this year. So do not expect Dallas to be an extremely high offensive team, because they won't be without Zeke. And obviously, playing here in New Orleans, yeah, we got that. So that's going to be 4-0. Coming in, starting off the season, and just before we get into our very first divisional rival game against the Bucks, and a disaster pretty much waiting to happen this year. That's a team that has issues everywhere. They don't have Deshaun Jackson anymore, so the deep threat's not really going to be there. That's going to be a shutdown, easy game for us. No trap game this year. It'll be a pretty much a sweep. Sweep of a season against the Bucks this year. So that will be another pretty easy game, 5-0 already starting off the season. And then after that, after we play the Bucks, we're gonna have to go and play Philly. I'm just kidding. We're going to go play Foles. We're going to play Nick Foles and the Jaguars. I say that because obviously, to me, I always said that Nick Foles was the reason why Philly won, not really Carson Wentz. Yeah, Carson Wentz was pretty much the MVP candidate, but it's just like Patrick Mahomes. You know, when you don't have video of someone playing the full season and see what they could do, you know, you really can attack them. Patrick Mahomes is not going to have the seasons he had last year. I promise you that. Remember that I told you that. Patrick Mahomes is going to have a down year this year. Everybody's going to be coming after him. Everybody. And he does have good legs. He does have an arm. He is a double threat. But when you have film on somebody, it's a whole different game, buddy. A whole different game. If you look at every single quarterback when they start the season and they catch everyone's eye, after that, after those season or two, they start to go down. And you see that in Cam and Rodgers, Russell Wilson, you know, you can go down the list, and their numbers decrease as the year goes because the defense knows how to respond or how to play that quarterback. After we play Philly and Nick Foles, or I should say the Jaguars and Nick Foles, we're going to go play the Bears. And that is a good Khalil Mack, that defense. That is a good team. They're pretty balanced on offense. They don't have Howard anymore running the ball, but I don't see the Bears doing all that much this year. Obviously, like I said, it's going to be a tough game, a game that we're going to have to definitely grind and pound with them. But if it comes to a field goal, we got it because they can make a field goal to save their life or their season, and that has been proven throughout the years. And obviously, if you look at it, that'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 games, 7-0, pretty much by this point. 6-1 at worst, and that'll be with one very lucky or very not even thought it could happen type of loss, and maybe like a loss to like Dallas or Seattle that we would not expect, or maybe the Rams. But I hope not. I hope that it'll be a 7-0 start, and then because we'll be following up after the Bears, we'll be going to play the Cardinals, and that is going to be a guaranteed win right there. So it'll be 8-0. Then we will have our bye week, which is perfect. There's nothing better than having a bye week after 8 games, because you're pretty much, you know, pressing that reset button, and you're resting right at mid-season. That gives injured players time to come back. That gives pretty much rest, but not too much rest, where it's going to take them out of the game a lot. But as soon as we come back, the very first game that we're going to be playing against, we're going to be playing after the bye week. We're going to be playing the meat of the division. We're going to be playing all the divisional teams. We're going to start right off with Falcons, and that's going to be here at home. The Falcons at home. We got that one. We're going to be playing the Bucks after that. At Tampa, and that's going to be another win, obviously, because I told you it's going to be a sweep-out season. Then we're going to have the Panthers. Cam Newton is not good. His shoulder's not doing well. I don't see him leading his Panthers to a victory this year or a divisional win this year. So it will be the third year in a row that we will take this division and win this division, and actually probably be the number one seed in the NFC. We're going to be playing the Falcons after that, and that'll be the last game of Falcons, and that'll be over there in Atlanta, which we were already at over there. We already got our set. We're already set up over there at the 4 points in Atlanta. We'll be playing the 49ers after Atlanta. That was a very interesting game. I said, this one is 49ers and Jimmy Garoppolo. Jimmy Garoppolo is a great quarterback, and the 49ers are a good team that no one's really keeping an eye on because they just didn't make a big boom last year. But in the last couple of games of the season, they did very well. So expect that to be a really good game here in New Orleans. And then after the 49ers, we'll be playing the Colts, and that'll be here as well. We will have a back-to-back game here at home against the Colts. The Colts is a Drew Luck is Andrew Luck is he's a great quarterback. Definitely has the arm. Definitely has come back from that injury and the surgeries that he's had and the issues that he has over the years. Expect that to be a really good game. that might be a loss there, just because the Colts are just that good. I'm not, a lot of people don't give credit to the right team. Give credit to the Colts. Are real. They're legit. They're a real team coming into the season. We had the Titans, and that's, I'm in Tennessee all the time. I see you guys. I go up there to my buddy in Tennessee, my buddy John in Tennessee. We hang out all the time. So every time I'm close by, either I fly over or I drive over to where he's at and hang out with him for the weekend. But sorry, buddy. I know you watching. I know you tuning. Sorry. The Tennessee's not going to be able to do it against us this year, and neither is going to be the last game of the season, which is going to be in Carolina, the Panthers. And that is my boy Camel Toe's team. And I'm sorry, Toe. We sweeping you this year again, buddy. And we're ready in Carolina. We set up for that as well. That will be an away game. That'll be the last game that I will spend out there. Hopefully after that, we'll be getting ready for the playoffs, and we will have home field advantage, and I could enjoy watching my team here right at home. And then after that, I'm making my trip to Miami, where hopefully, if God permits it, and I have not spent all this money like I did the last 2 years, and it'd be a total waste going to the Super Bowl this year. I'm actually going to have my tickets before the playoffs. That's how much faith I'm putting on my team. I'm going to have the tickets to go to the Super Bowl. It's going to cost me about $3,800, but I will be there, and it'll be money well spent, and you guys will be able to enjoy it with me. If you tune in, subscribe, share, press like. You got to do it for me. Come on, we're trying to make this channel grow so that everybody can tune in live and watch everything happens as it happens. This is your boy, Creme de la Creme, Creme de la Holla. And like I said, we have all these teams. We're going to probably be, like I said, 15-1. I don't like to say 16-0, because when you say 16-0, you're asking for that black ball. And no, I'd rather take a 15-1 than a 16-0, and then no. We're not going to jinx ourselves. And most of the times, if we have that much of a lead where you locked in the number 1 seed, with 15 wins, you're pretty much going to lock in that number 1 seed, unless you have the Rams are going to go 15-1, and I doubt it. So, like I said, we'll see how that goes. I'm calling for a 15-1 to 16-0 season, and we'll see. We'll see this year if I call these games out the way they're going to go down. But it's your boy, Creme de la Creme, Creme de la Holla. Please make sure you put your comments down there in the comment section, so that I know what you think, whether you agree with me, you don't agree with me. Hey, Beast, sorry, brother. I know you like you're a Dallas fan, but remember, I'm a Saints fan too. So I know that you and JP get at it all the time, but remember, brother, when it comes to stats, don't bring my Saints up. I'm just saying, brother. Look, we cool. We cool as hell, Beast from the East. We cool as hell. But remember, I'm gonna stand behind my team. I know you and JP go at it all the time, but that's still my Saints, brother. Show me some love. Show me some respect. It's not gonna be easy for you coming down to New Orleans this year. But again, it's your boy Creme de la Creme, Creme de la Holla. Holla at your boy later. Peace. One love.